Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in Equalizer War. You all know the drill. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary. Before we get started though, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Right now, we have 2,951 points with 87 flags left. They've got 3,471 with 55 flags left, so we've got a 32-point advantage, about 520 points to make up, so feeling pretty confident that we should be able to pull out a win this war, but still a little early to tell. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, we're going to bring 3 woodland fawns and 2 astral dwarves against this Fergus tank team. This Fergus tank team does not have any other garrison guards that have the guard rally that removes wither effects. They've got flame high, but he also has the guard rally that removes growth effects, which is what Fergus also has. So I've got 2 heroes with Ixen and Vard that will wither away the attack of everybody, and then Vard also withers away the defense of everybody. All 5 of my heroes will be able to resist the instant mana reduction and the negative mana ailment with their family bonuses. So other than the actual mega minion for Fergus himself, then he will be pretty useless. All right, nice board to start from a green perspective. I'm going to start off with these 3 green tiles vertically up against Fergus. That's going to set off a couple of cascades, one with those reds and then the yellows right after. So that's going to do some nice tile dumping right from the start. We got some purples on the bottom also, very nice. Now, I think I want to try to continue to match some greens. Hrothgar's special will also be a little less effective because of the negative mana ailment resistance that I have and the instant reduction, or rather instant mana reduction resistance also. So let's match some tiles up against him. Going to match these 3 reds, setting off that cascade of blues. And we got some more reds, very nice. We're going to have Isidore's special coming up soon. Or rather, coming up now. Let's use Isidore. Actually, let's use Peregrine first on the 3 on the right, since they're already a little weakened with Hrothgar on the right. I am going to heal first, and that will make it so that in 3 turns I get 20% mana. Actually, I think that was just a buff to Bramble. I think it's 25% mana now. And now let's use the main part of Isidore on Fergus. Very nice. He is almost dead. I'm going to match these yellows and blues right in the middle. That's going to set off a couple cascades with the purples and then also with the greens. And that should kill Fergus, I think. Perfect. He's dead. I am going to match these 3 purples up top now. That's going to set quite a cascade with that yellow diamond. And then probably some other stuff. Awesome. It's probably going to set off Diachan, but that's okay. We're going to have pretty much all of our specials except Isidore at this point right now. Let's definitely do some damage to the 2 on the right over here. And then let's use our other specials also. Let's see what kind of damage that does to everybody. Awesome. We've only got Diachan and Regen left. We might be able to put the nail in the coffin with Isidore. Probably should have used Ixen first, although I was going to say I think they already had the extra damage from Ixen, but I got equalized last turn anyway. Anyway, we are 1 for 1 to start this war off. Next up, we're going to go up against another Fergus Tank team. They've also got Astrid the Reviver, they've got Dima, they've got Bernadette and Hrothgar. I'm basically bringing a Mega Minion team with mostly Garrison Guards and then also Leonidas. So the Garrison Guards will have a 100% chance to resist the instant mana reduction, but they will not be able to resist the negative mana ailment. And then Leonidas, of course, being a tomb, will have a 75% chance to resist both. I'm not too concerned about the Bernadette factor, since that even if she does go off, that the paintings are going to get equalized every 3 turns. I am going to start off with these yellows horizontally in the middle. I think that's going to set up a little cascade of reds. Yeah, let's do that. We're heavy on yellows with this team, so the more yellows the better. I'm going to match these purples vertically up against Dima now. Nice cascade with the greens. I will certainly take that. I am going to hit this green dragon. I think I've got a couple options. I can hit the green dragon. I could just match the blues. I could match the 4 blues and reds. I think I'm going to hit the green dragon. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? No. I'm going to match the 3 blues. That's going to set up a yellow diamond. I believe I almost missed that. And we get a red diamond as a cascade. Very nice. And let's match the diamond this way, I think. I'm going to focus on the 3 on the left. Those are the ones I'm more concerned about, with Astra being Reviver and with Dima and his Mega Minion. I'm going to use Rosalind first. I think I might hold on to Shimmer Scale until after Dima gets his Mega Minion. That way I can try to do some damage to get it removed. Yeah, I am going to do that. For now, let's just match these blue tiles. Now, let's match these 4 green tiles. Alright, now let's use Shimmer Scale over here. And then I'm going to use Leonidas on Astrid to reduce their mana and do some damage to her. And then I'm going to do a big cascade here. We're going to match these purple tiles on the right horizontally, which will then create a cascade with some blues and then the greens, and that's going to hit the 2 diamonds as well. So let's do this. Kill Fergus, thank you. Awesome. Loved that cascade. Let's use my Fergus first here. That's going to remove, remove a bunch of mana for everybody except Dima. Awesome. Let's use Kolya next since he attacks all. Going to use Shimmer Scale on the left over here. Let's heal Rosalind and see what everybody else is like. Alright, we should be able to kill Astrid now. Perfect. Let's match this yellow diamond. Dima is dead, and everybody else is going to be dead in just a moment. Mega Minion should kill Bernadette. Perfect. She never even went off. We are 2 for 2 to start this war. With our 3rd flag, we're going to go up against another Fergus Tank team. They've got a bunch of other Mega Minions with Dima, Frostnout, and then also Armand Moncharmin with Fungustine as their healer. I'm bringing a Toon team. Everybody's going to have a 75% chance to resist the instant mana reduction and the negative mana ailment. I've got 3 snipers with Sartana, Domitia, Magni, Richard, who's a hit 3, and Vivica as my healer. All right, not a terrible board, but not really the greatest board either. Not seeing any great options that are going to set off cascades at the moment. I think I'm going to start off with these 3 blues vertically up against Fergus right up the middle. That will make it at least so that I can set off a cascade the following turn with the yellows and greens. And actually, that's going to not make it so that I can cascade with the blues also. But I might do that anyway. Actually, yeah. I was going to match the ones right up the middle, but if I match the yellows a little to the right, that will set off a cascade with the blues. Perfect. Let's match these 4 purples now. Nice cascade with the yellows and some more stuff. Of course, almost nobody resisted that instant mana reduction. Great. Alright. Let's match these blues up against Fergus, I think. Now, let's match these yellows before they get separated. Green cascade that I don't need. We did get some purples, though. Very good. Now, I'm going to match these purples up the middle, right up against Fergus. Please do not resist. Sartana, Dimitri, and Richard. Alright, Sartana did not resist it, but the other 2 did. Let's hit Fergus with the Domitia first. And then the main part of Richard, see what kind of damage this does. Alright. I think that 1 yellow tile, if I hit the purple dragon, will be enough to give me Vivica. It was not, but that cascade was. Awesome. Okay. We are definitely going to need to heal. So that's good. And now, do I want to use Magni on Fergus? How much health does he have left? 659. I think I'm going to need to. Actually, those 3 blue tiles should do the trick. So let's see if we can kill Dima with Magni since it does extra damage to red. Almost. Right. I want to now match these 3 blues up against Fergus, hoping that's enough to kill him. Not quite. How about these 3 purples, maybe? Yeah, he's got 164, so these 3 purples will definitely kill him. Perfect. Now, let's do a little tile dumping, maybe, with this red diamond. Since that will at least set a cascade with the yellows. Yeah, let's do that. And if a green comes over on the left, that's going to set off a green diamond also. It did not, but that's okay. Armand Moncharmin is about to go off as well. Let's see if we can get rid of this Mega Minion for Dima. And I'm going to need to heal again soon. But let's first do some damage up against Dima, I think. Actually, no. I'm going to ghost these yellow tiles, which will match that green diamond. Also do some tile dumping. And we did kill Dima. Awesome. Alright, Sartana is dead. We're definitely going to need to heal again soon. Let's kill this Mega Minion for Armand between Domitia and Magni. Now, I'm going to match these yellow tiles, which will allow me to heal next turn. Which I'm desperately going to need to do. Alright, next I'm going to match these purples right up the middle. Now I'm going to match these 3 purples on the top right. That's going to give me Demetrius special back. Let's continue doing damage to Armand over here. Going to match these 3 purples. Is that enough to kill Armand? Not quite. He's going to go off anyway, and I don't think I have enough to kill him, but let's try these 3 yellow tiles, maybe. How much health does he have left? 321. I've only got 1 yellow, but let's give it a go, see if we can get a cascade after, maybe. We did get a cascade of blues, and that was enough to kill him. Perfect. Now, we gotta get rid of this Mega Minion from Frostnout. I don't think Frostnout has a Mega Minion that he casts on himself. That's the starter one that I haven't done any damage to from the start of the battle, it looks like. Alright. Let's get rid of that Mega Minion. Alright, and then let's start doing some damage to Fungustine over here. Do some tile dumping. I'm going to ghost these 4 yellow tiles. That's going to set up a blue diamond for next turn. And it's going to allow us to heal with Vivica. We do need to get this battle moving along a little bit. The timer is coming up on 3 minutes. I'm really hoping Magni kills Fungustine so that she doesn't continue to get that Mega Minion. Perfect. Okay, good. All right, and this battle is over as well. We are now 3 for 3. With my 4th flag, we're going to go up against the Bernadette tank team. They've also got Astrid, Archibald, Glass Richard, and Deem as well. I'm only bringing Medea in here as the only counter against Bernadette because of the fact that we are in Equalizer War. So if the paintings do get casted on me, then they're going to go away within 3 turns. So I should be able to time that so that it only lasts a turn or 2. Obviously, the goal here is to get rid of Astrid early so that she doesn't revive anybody. I've got Mordowitch, who will give a Mega Fiend and give a high snipe and some healing for that after. I've got Medea for the Shifting Miles attack, Grimsteel to increase my attack growth and defense growth, Nautica, of course, as another healer, and then Hogni as another hard hitter. All right, another not so great board to start that we're going to have to make work. I think I'm going to start off with these greens and purples on the top. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to match that red diamond so that I can tile dump later. Yeah, I think that's the best move right now. Let's start matching some blues. Give me a blue in the bottom. Awesome. All right, now let's match these 3 blues up top. It's going to give me Nautica now, and that will also give me Grimsteel. And I know I'm at full health, but I want that attack growth and defense growth to be increased. Now, let's match these yellows and greens now. Do I want to set off Bernadette now, or do I want to wait a turn? I think I want to set it off now. Really don't have any other great move options. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, everybody's a painting. That's going to go away this next turn, though. Let's hit this red diamond, do some tile dumping. I am going to match these 3 purples up against Bernadette. We've got Medea and Mortawitch. Let's give that Mega Fiend over to Astrid. And let's give the Shifting Malice attack to Archibald since he's about to go off. And let's force Archibald to go off. And Astrid is dead. Perfect. Now, let's match these 3 blue tiles up against Bernadette, see if that might kill her. Actually, you know what? I'm going to match the 3 blues up to the left of that, setting off the cascade. Actually, you know what? Which do I want to do? Equalizer is about to go off, but that's going to go off before Bernadette's paintings. So I don't want to set her special off, but I think if there's no other cascades with this, we should be okay. And of course, there's going to be some yellows, which is going to be the thing that sets her off. No, it did not. Perfect. So let's use Hogni on the middle 3. Normally, I would want to use it on Dima since Hogni does extra damage to red, but Dima's asleep right now, and I don't want to wake him up, although the frost damage is going to probably wake him up from that passive. But that's okay. Let's match these 3 purples on the left. And that frost damage did wake him up, but that's okay. Let's use the Shifting Malice attack on Glass Richard. If it does reflect back, it's going to go back to Medea. She's got no mana, so I'm not really worried about it. But let's see if we can try to get that to work on him. And he did reflect it back. Again, that's okay, though. Let's match these 3 purples up against Richard. This is going to give me a Mega Fiend that I can cast. And I'm going to cast that on Archibald, see if we can kill him, or mostly kill him. Yes, we did. Perfect. Alright, now we can just Ghost Tiles. Or maybe I can't Ghost Tiles. I have no ghosting options. Alright, let's match these purples up against Richard. Let's match these blues up against Richard. Nice cascade with the purples, and we're going to be able to kill Richard now. And this might end the battle, actually. Awesome. I will take it. 2,692 damage up against Dima. We are now 5 for 5, or rather 4 for 4 this war. With my 5th flag, we're going to bring a pretty passive team against this Quarry Tank team. I've got Grover, who will cast Mega Fiends, Medea for the Shifting Malice attack, Fungustine, who casts that Sticky Surface, which has a chance to steal growth effects, which Quarry does cast, and then I've got a bunch of other healers along with Astrid as a reviver, but the plan really here is just to use Medea's Shifting Malice attack and Grover to spread around those Mega Fiends. Not a lot of greens, which I was hoping for, but that's okay. I'm going to start off with this yellow diamond match on the bottom right, though. And I am going to hit that yellow diamond, I think, now. I think I'm actually going to save it. Actually, I really don't like any of my tile options for setting off any cascades, so let's hit that yellow diamond. I'm just going to not use Astrid probably right away. Let's match this blue diamond so I can do some tile dumping with that. Of course, Astrid's asleep now, actually. That's not ideal. Corey's about to go off. Let's tile dump with this blue diamond, I think. Alright, Astrid's awake now. Let's definitely use her. And then let's get these greens and reds up the middle. Nice cascade with those 4 greens. That's going to give me Grovert. Perfect. And Astrid, or rather, Armand Moncharmin's about to go off, so we're going to wait for him to go off and use that Mega Feed on him. But for this turn, I am gonna match these purples on the right, I think. Yeah, let's do that so that we can force Armand to go off this turn so I can use Grovert and start matching some more greens. Although Grovert's asleep now. And so is Armand. Alright, well, let's match these purples, or rather the blues. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hit this green dragon. Wake up Armand. That's also going to give me enough tiles for both Dia-chan and Medea. Now my Grovert is awake. Let's put the Mega Fiend on Armand, so we can get rid of that Mega Minion also. Let's heal with Dia-chan and give me the minions. Let's cast the Shifting Mindless attack on Corey, maybe? I'm hoping that his Monk class doesn't resist it. And it did. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let's tile dump with these yellows and reds. Don't want to match any greens because Fungustine's asleep. Of course, we got a cascade of greens. Corey is almost dead. I think we need to kill Corey before Dueler Filler goes off. So let's match these 3 purples. That should kill Corey with the 2 purples. Awesome. Fungustine's asleep again. Awesome. Let's match these 3 purples over on the left here. Hopefully Astrid does not revive Corey. Did not. Perfect. Let's use Dia-chan to heal, give me some minions. And let's hit Santa Pimentor with Medea. And now I'm going to match these blues and greens over here. We're going to give a Mega Fiend to Astrid this coming turn. Timer is already going off. Probably should have matched those green tiles on the right so that I could get Fungustine, although he's got the Moth Dust, which is giving that negative mana. Alright, we need to get this battle moving over here. Let's do some damage on the left over here with Medea. Give me another Mega Fiend to cast. We're going to cast that on Dual Filler. Now we finally got Fungustine. Hopefully we can steal some growth effects before the Equalizer goes off. Looks like we did. Awesome. I'm going to hold on to Astrid since I don't really need to use her right now. Let's match these 3 green tiles up against Dual Filler. Hopefully these 4 greens kill Dual Filler. They did not, and they're going to heal and get rid of that Mega Fiend. Let's give a Mega Fiend over to Astrid. Next these purples so I can get my purple specials back. Use Diachan over here and see if we can use the Shifting Mouse attack actually on Armand. No, I need to kill Astrid before she revives anybody. Astrid is about to go off, so is Armand. Not an ideal situation here. 2.5 minutes left. I may run out of time. Of course, Medea is asleep. I was just going to kill Astrid. Alright, now they're awake. Please also kill Santa Pimentor. Not quite. This battle is going to go down to the wire. Come on, give me a green somewhere in there. Santa Pimentor is dead, finally. Under a minute left. Medea's dead. This sleep effect is really killing me. And the animation from this Equalizer is also killing me. We are definitely going to run out of time here. Alright, well, we are now 4 for 5, 1 flag left. At least we left an easy clean for somebody. With this last flag, I'm going to bring a Fiend team with Iga and Shadowfang, along with a couple of healers, Sludges and Diachan, and I've also got Kushanku for the mindless attack. Again, we're going up against Bernadette in Equalizer War, so even if her paintings do go off, they're only going to last for 3 turns, but Kushanku will have the opportunity to give the mindless attack to avoid that. Nice board for yellows to start, not so much from a purple perspective. I'm going to start off with these 3 yellows on the right up against Sable. She's kind of useless this battle anyway with Equalizer, so not sure why she's on their defense, but I will take it. Let's match these 3 yellows on the left up against Rosalind. That way the yellow on the left all the way there doesn't get stuck out there in no man's land. We do have Kushanku already. And Iga's first charge for the Fiends. I need to get rid of some of these starter Mega Minions before I use him, though. Although, I guess I could just use it on Bernadette. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to match these reds and yellows. I'm going to hold on to Kushanku for a turn or 2. Alright, let's use Sludges, I think. Yeah, let's heal with Sludges. Give me that dancing effect for a few turns, and I may even try to force Bernadette to go off without any mindless attack, so that she gets that extra damage. And it looks like that is going to indeed work. Let's match these green tiles up against her. I'm holding on to Iga also in case if this effect kills Bernadette from the extra damage from the dancing. And it did. Perfect, okay. So now, I need to get rid of some of these Mega Minions. Let's start by matching these blues and reds up top over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to match these greens up against Rosalind so that I can get the purple tiles next turn. I'm going to use Kushanku up against Dima on here on the left, because I'm going to match some purple tiles. I'm hoping to get some Cascades Baby or something so that we can force him to go off. Let's match these red tiles up against him. Oh, he actually got that Miles attack removed. I forgot because of Rosalind's Mega Minion safely cleansing. That's not good. That's going to put a bad effect on this match. And everybody's almost dead already. And I don't have a lot of yellow or purple tiles here. Okay, let's change things up a bit here. I need to see if I can get lucky and get a yellow tile to go so I can heal with Sludges. So let's match these blues on the bottom maybe. Hopefully we get a yellow that I can ghost. Matching the 3 yellows in the middle doesn't really do me any good, because I need 6 more yellows for Sludges. We did not get lucky. And Bernadette's back. I thought that Sable was no good in Equalizer War for some reason. That's another mistake by me. Okay, well, let's match these blue tiles on the bottom here. I'm going to hit the blue dragon, rather. We did get a yellow diamond. I don't think that's going to be enough to give me Sludges, though, unfortunately. And Sludges is almost dead. Ugh. All right, let's put the Miles attack on Kolya. At least. I need to heal really badly. We need to hit this yellow diamond and hope that Sludgus stays alive for the Mega Minion hits. Bernadette is dead for a second time. Everybody's still alive. I cannot believe it. Okay. Let's heal with Sludgus. Let's put a Fiend over on Sable. Let's now do some tile dumping with these blues and reds here in the middle. Give me some yellows or purples. All right. Okay. If everybody can stay alive, I'm going to be able to heal with Sludgus again soon. Let's match this yellow diamond here. That should give me Sludgus. Please, everybody stay alive. Okay, good. Let's use Sludgus again here. I have not gotten my purple tiles off once, or purple specials off once this entire battle, which is very annoying. Let's put this Fiend on Dima. I think we can last 3 turns before he gets a special. Let's ghost these 3 green tiles up the middle. We finally got a purple. Let's heal with Dia-chan. Put this Miles attack on Kolya. Match these blue tiles over here to force Kolya to go off. Let's match these purple tiles. I think that should kill Dima. Awesome. That yellow diamond still does not do me any good, but we're going to be able to move that yellow tile over to the left, or right rather, to get the yellow diamond to go off. Alright, first let's use Shadow Fang. Let's get our yellow specials back. Sable's dead. Perfect. Let's use Sludgus to heal. Put a Fiend on Kolya. Ghost these purple tiles. And with the mistakes that I made, we actually might somehow come out with a win here. Alright, Dima is dead. We are working against the timer here, though. That Equalizer animation is just so long to go off to. Alright. I didn't really have any great ghosting options before, and now we finally do. I think we're going to run out of time again here, though. going to be very close. Awesome. Wow, we were able to come out with a win in that battle. I will take it. 14 seconds left. Ended up finishing 5 for 6 in this war. And right now we've got 3,470 points with 75 flags left. They've got 3,876 with 41 flags left. So we have a 34 flag advantage. Hopefully we can finish this war strong and come out with a win. Let me know how your Equalizer went this time around. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you sub to my channel. And I'll catch you guys next time.